My name is Brian, and I stand on the shoulders of the oppressed.
My name is Tatiana, and I stand on the shoulders of the youth. So we are Bay Peace, and we are close partners with Veronica. I'm part of the North Oakland Restorative Justice Council. Really, really proud to be here. Usually what we do is something interactive. Theater of the Oppressed, I'm sure there are a lot of wonderful brothers and sisters here in this space who are familiar with that form. So what we're going to do is actually a little sampling of some of the improvisational forms that we practice and we train and try to exercise ourselves to free ourselves through physical embodiment and storytelling. So it's a little sample, and ideally if we had a better arrangement or a smaller group, we would do things interactive, so you would be expected to come join us or kind of do your own sort of performance, because we don't believe in that boundary between the performers and the audience. We're all storytellers and actors and performers, and we need to tell these stories, right? So I'll pass it over to Will and Nona, one of my co-facilitators and a youth leader at our organization.
So, hello people again. We're gonna do a rant, and it's all off improv, so hope you guys enjoy it.
What's the theme?
The theme is displacement and gentrification.
Okay, so I think we're just gonna have to scream it.
Yeah, we should.
Okay. So we're gonna try to speak as loudly as we can for this part, and then we'll bring the mic back, okay?
Who been living here longer? I'm tired of answering myself that. I don't know. I'm kind of confused now. Displacement. Displacing our people for years. My culture is getting lost. I'm tired of crying and wondering who I am. Who are you?
I think about my grandmothers and my grandfathers and the people who are not here on this soil. If I can't even see them now, then who am I and who were we years back, before colonization, before displacement? And what are we dealing with here?
Displacement is not a part of progress. Let's really think about that real quick. Hippies, techies, Starbucks. Really, what is this?
Economic displacement with development without displacement. Let's break that down. I think development, okay, is that capitalist development? Are we looking at making profit? What's happening for...
I'm tired of my people getting pushed to Sacramento and Stockton to low-income housing. What is that? Gentrification, I ask. Do my people even know what that is? When did that start?
I'm tired of walking outside of my house and not seeing people who look like me. What happened to my beloved community? I'm tired of my West
childhood memories is getting lost. Hey friend, bye friend.
It's like once a week a student will tell me that she's moving or he's moving to Stockton, Sacramento, Antioch, and the Oakland Unified School District, you know, we're actually under-enrolled. We have schools that are shutting down,
I personally can't tell you what gentrification is because I haven't gone through it, but I am in the process of it due to my rent being raised up to $100 like for the past 3 years now.
I'm tired. I am sick and tired of elements of my culture being made fun of and then being stolen, and now all of a sudden it's new, it's fresh, it's beautiful.
It's called 3 strikes for me, 3 stereotypes. When I go rent, I'm already 3 out. I'm young, black, and gay. Whoa, fuck.
How is it even legal that I couldn't get an application for housing based off of those identities, based off of those assumptions? Okay, based off of those assumptions. And when I think about the cultures that maybe I come from, and the culture of vulture,
it's getting slapped in my face.
And I have no understanding.
Decades before me, and I don't even
But it's not yours. Stop stealing our shit.
So we have a lot of different themes that we work on: displacement, gentrification, how it connects to some of the policing. One of the things I'm really proud of that the North Oakland Restorative Justice Council does is visit the neighborhood crime prevention councils, and we speak from a place of being pushed out or being criminalized, and how safety looks like different things, and that restorative justice and peacemaking and actually listening to our stories can be more profound and more sustainable in terms of making that change and keeping us safe. So that was an improvised kind of experiment for you called a rant. We have a lot of emotion about this issue, about culture vultures, about people taking our culture. And so the next thing we're going to do is a couple of images, which is pretty basic. I'll say a prompt, and then these artists will freeze into some kind of representation, embodiment of that idea, and then I might invite them to, depending on what we do, invite them to speak from the character that they're taking in the sculpture. Okay? So let me see. The first one is just real basic. What does it look like when a family is getting kicked out? Tenant and landlord. Okay, I'm gonna pass the mic. And from your character, what are you telling this family?
I'm sorry, but I need this month's and last month's rent. I got bills to pay too.
Okay.
You can't kick us out. Yeah, I don't have a job, but I need to take care of my daughter, and I'll get you the money. Just give me one more month.
Just crying. Okay, so what are you thinking inside that maybe you're not saying, but is essentially being communicated through this action?
I'm tired of these people. I don't have to deal with this. I have 2 white people that want to move in that'll pay me double. And it's all part of the new remodeling of West Oakland. Making it new, clean, fresh, safe.
I don't understand why you have to do this to me. You know I struggle with everything I go through, so I don't know.
They've been kicking us out for years. I just want Michael X back to take our neighborhoods back. I'm just tired. My father been paying his lady over months and months, and I'm just tired.
Thank you. Okay, that's just a little conclusion of that basic prompt that's inspiring us today. Okay, let me see an image of loss. An image of loss. Make a stage picture. 3, 2, 1. Okay. In one clap, you're going to transform in your body and see how it feels. Notice how it feels. Notice how you feel in the witnessing space when you see them transform into riches, the riches of our people, of where we come from, of our roots. Riches. And go. Thank you. All right, shake that off, shake that off. What I want to do is invite, who here in the audience has lived in this neighborhood for maybe the longest? Who thinks that they might have lived here the longest, have had generations here? I know there's some elders in the back. Anybody? Raise your hand. Yes? Okay. Would you feel comfortable coming to the stage? No.
I need somebody's story.
I've lived here 33 years.
33 years?
Across the street.
Okay.
I'm 64.
Could you, what's your name?
Richard.
Richard? Could we clap it up for Richard? Could you come here and share a little bit of your story? No, you don't want to? All right. Is someone, thank you for sharing that. Is anybody? Okay. And what we'll do is we'll hear just a little snippet about this person's experience, a short testimony, and then do something that is inspired by a lot of the principles in restorative justice. They'll play back the story, they'll kind of mirror it and reflect it through their own experiences, so it won't be an exact replica of what the person is saying, but rather coming from a spirit-connected place that we see them and they see us. Or we just, depending on, yeah. All right. As you're doing that, we will do, based off of, we brainstormed a lot about this theme and in our families, how this has hurt us. So this is going to be a V formation, kind of a physical reflection of the topic that we're all gathered to think about and consider today, based off of ourselves and what we've seen in our community. Are you going to speak? Do you want me to hold the mic? You don't?
Mommy,
I found myself screaming. In the back of my mind, I'm tired. Babies crying, neighborhood's gone. Where have it gone? Washing away through the waves as the motion of the ocean's taking my neighborhoods away. I'm tired. That's all I can do. I have no resources to turn to. I have no people. People like me, it's not normal to just speak out. Speak out from your bottom of your heart. When you're hungry and you feel the developers coming in, taking away from all you know, all you ever had. All you know, all you ever had. I'm seeking for answers. Ah! When will I find them? I'm tired. I don't want to move to Sacramento, Daddy. My sisters and brothers already moved to Sacramento. I don't want to go there. I want to stay here and fight. Fight to what I believe in. I'm tired. Ah! That's why I slapped Kendrick Lamar. We gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Our people, we gotta fight. Do I fight on the stand of my people, or do I sneak in behind them and fight for my people? Run. Run for freedom. Run for my freedom of speech. That's what my rights say. I have human rights too. What difference does it make through my color and your color? What difference does it make? That's why I wish we was all colorblind, because all the pain and the hate would go away. I'm tired. Ah!
All right, thank you, Nona. Thank you, everybody. And I think what we'll do is, what's that? You know, it's all improvised. It's kind of like what's moving us at this point. We see that our healing, for me, in terms of my own process, has come from being able to just freely express, right? That's kind of like where a lot of us come to this, is that we find our own leadership and our political analysis that's even sharper as we freely play. And we actually would love to have all of you be playing with us and interacting and discovering new things. We kind of have insights about how the world works after we engage in this process for long enough. But I think that's all we have. We'll be around, and thank you so much.